cherished voice, an inspiring figure, a soul that glows. For our contribution to the art and culture is a lasting mark. Evelyn Osage, Evelyn the poet, a songbird whose melody leaves a lasting spark.
Please let's applaud the paint team for putting those beautiful videos together. Please, please, are we sleeping? Please, 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 let's clap. You can't be tired of clapping, please. Yeah, that's the spirit. While that was ongoing, a couple of persons or people walked in, and I'd like to recognize them very briefly, beginning with Mr. Architect Theo Lawson, who is a member of the Kura board, is here enjoying himself. Equally, I noticed someone just came in here, still Dele, and I'd like to recognize him as well. He's the Kura program chair, Mr. Jaman Anikulako. Yes. Also, we have our special guest all the way from Manchester, United Kingdom. Yes, Manchester, United Kingdom, in the person of Mr. Carl Death. Mr. Carl, you're welcome. Yeah, in the next couple of days, we're going to be having consistent activities, mind-bending activities at the Lagos Book and Art Festival. And you know that it's a 7 days intensive intensive activities that are specially curated to improve your life, to make you think better, and subsequently we're able to, of course, you know that through interactions and cross-fertilization of ideas, we're able to think through and have something better and we're able to find a way to improve our society, you know, through important discussions that we are able to stimulate at LABAF. So I'm using this opportunity to invite you to come around tomorrow. Don't just come here today and go away. Tomorrow you need to be here for something special till Sunday when we'll be having the grand finale. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the paint team is ready right now to continue from where we stopped. And once again, I'll be handing over to Fabian. Over to you, Fabian.
Lagos is my country. I am a Nigerian, but Lagos is my country. This poet is not here to confuse you, but convince you that children love their mothers more than their fathers. This society is patriarchal in nature, so I wear my father's name like a bell around my neck, announcing my arrival everywhere I go. She's a Nigerian. She's capable of everything evil: prostitution, drug abuse, human trafficking. But when that table turn around and I excel in sport, in literature, in medicine, in music, and everything I put my heart into, I become an African, a faceless African, an American of Nigerian origin, a Briton of Nigerian origin, a Canadian of Nigerian origin. That is the voice of my accuser saying I can only excel in other crimes. I forgive them a long time ago, when my father stood in front of a neighbor's house and called me a lazy youth. Yet, I wear my green with a green of hope. I wear my white with pride. But my red is my blood, my passion for my Lagos, a Koile, mother of all cities. My blue is my shade of love for my Lagos. I fly in yellow, the glory of my Lagos. Lagos and I have come a long way when she buried my umbilical cord in the depth of a lagoon. Land of aquatic splendor, filled with golden fishes, wealth of opportunities. Lagos is good. Lagos is bad. Lagos is beautiful. Lagos is ugly. Lagos is mean. Lagos is nice. Lagos is what you call it, because she's what you make out of it. This land is filled with busy hands and busy heads, building pyramid of wealth in different tongues, speaking one goal: excellence. Lagos is not a place or a space for growth. Lagos is not a man, but a spirit of excellence. Lagos, I owe my allegiance to God to make my Lagos better. So I trash my card and I pay my bills. I give my time in a clinic, making our children healthy. I am the face of the Lagos volunteer. I make them ready set for work, not because I don't work, but my journey with this city is a work of faith, not of faith. So I say to you again and again, this poet is a Nigerian, but Lagos is a country. Beautiful Lagos. Land of success, land of mercy, oh. Eko wenjele, eko akete, eko aromi sale gbẹlẹgbẹ. That's the voice of a city that will never run dry. Eko.
This poem. If you hear say I dey offline, no be say I dey depressed, no be say I take break from social media or no gree buy data. No, my phone spoil. You see. As village people don dey dey for city, be like say I see thief where I go work, results no go show. Results no dey climb stage, as this insect don chop the ladder. Life and the small people go tell you. So if you no hear me do poetry again, no be say I give up, no be say I no get money to go studio. Na the studios dey on strike. No be everywhere better way. Sometimes man get to find him own way. Even ships dem, they get compass. And with them you go fit to make a go no compass you. As I get hand, I no go put my destiny for your own now. So if you hear say I don't die, no be say I commit suicide. Now nature something you don't do, or na person kill me. As I dey breathe, they go. I'm gonna do everything where I feel do to make me better. I go be my pilot, my driver, my captain. And if as he come work, make it not be say na me shut the office door. Make it be say I play my part for condition, carry the cup. So if you hear say I don't do again, no be say I don't want to. No be say I don't give up. Now the end don't reach.
Yeah. We be world warriors, fire on the mic, turning pain to poetry, darkness to light, from Lagos to Kaduna, Abuja unite, Niger boys, they speak truth every night, road warriors, spirit never tire, bars they burn like generator wire, we know they talk noise, we speak desire, poetry be our weapon, we the spark fire, big up Saririata, the man way like the flame, Kolade and Vika Dex, they got a name, Basira Idris, moderator for Pink Cross, country poetry celebration, Agent Agatola, the man way sabi poetry like a deity, now them build the stage where career voice, now poets they rise, the nation rejoice from the streets of Surulere to Benin Slam, we they drop wisdom, we sweet like yam, no gimmick, no cap, rhyme truth with courage and grace. We dey lift hope from a broken place. Scholar they hold the mic with vision clear. Vita Dex bring vibe with scatter fear. Say iriata say poets. No they tire Basira Idris. Moderator for Pink Cross. Scotty Road. Celebration. Age dagger the man with. So we burn words like holy fire. We dey burn see the way go. Feed the nation with rhythm, reason and revelation. We be word warriors. Fire on the mic, turning pain to poetry. Darkness to light, from Lagos to Kaduna. Abuja unites, Niger poets, they speak truth every night. Word warriors, spirit never tire. Bars they burn like generator wire. We know they talk noise, we speed desire. For retrieve be a weapon, we the spark fire. Say the actor, the elder of rhyme. Kola the bridge of time. Feature Dex, the heart that pound. Basira Idris, moderator for Pink Cross. Country poetry, celebration 2020. When words go round, the crowd astound. We know they chase fame, we they chase meaning. Every verse be healing, every line be dreaming. We be griots, prophets, dream weavers, wordsmiths, truth believers.
How dare she speaks? Girl, you are a flower, and when a strong breeze comes, you are meant to shake. So nod in yes and no, but do not speak. Never speak. She was barely 16 when I knew her. Tender, elegant, stunning, sweeping the mind of everyone that sees her until a man seized her. No, I mean, ask for her hands in marriage. So she stretches, and he put a cuff instead of a ring. He put a cuff instead of a ring, tying her hands hard in bondage. 3 children in 4 years that now she couldn't even remember the colors of a beautiful morning, nor a smell of rain or a smile. A genuine smile become a festival in her world that comes but once in every year. She was sent to her early grave, if that's what you call it. And her acceptance, man, was her early grave mistake that now she tries to redeem for in every night prayer she didn't plan on waking up for. But the snoring of the BA wouldn't allow her to sleep. So during the day now she might sleep every path and decision that would have probably set her free. I met her again sometime on the Milky Way, greeting every star with a smile and laughter, because she was only taught to shower and please man. So even the monster at home doesn't even know he was doing her wrong. And who is she to speak? How dare she speak? Girl, when the wind blows, flowers are meant to shake. So not in yes and no, but do not speak. Never speak, the society whispered. Thank you.
There's a spark that lights my pain. Like a full moon every month I've fallen for a wizard spell. Sleepy cars like Snow White, I slumber deep down into a void. Even the 7 dwarfs can't wake. No, like a true love kiss, my pen breaks every spell. Or perhaps it's ink or tears that set me free. See, I'm swayed by the moon. A once-in-a-decade light I must bask in. I will let its magic speak. I will let its magic speak. Inspirations. The roulette wheel spins round and round. It might land on the wall, on souls trapped beneath. Syria, Afghanistan, Yemen, Palestine, Sudan, and countless other lands. It might stop at my nation. How the vanguard looks so green, so alive, though it bleeds. It bleeds with claws sunk deep in its heart. It might whisper of the north, of my home, where the land is ravaged by war. Barren fields where hope struggled to find its voice, and women are shrouded in the cloak of shame. It might dream of the future, future generations to come. Doctors in OR, soldiers at war, it might honor fathers. Working through rain and fire, the wheel keeps rolling, rolling and rolling with hope, until at last it stops. It chooses the hero, and I can think of no better heroes today than those who wield words in a noble way. So I write about poets, heroes who fight with pens as sword, living books like prophecies craved in metaphor. I write about poetry, the seeker that defeats the darkened role of depression, a spark that ignites the flame of life for those who dance with death, the Thor, who lifts the weight from a broken heart. I write about poetry on this day. I celebrate the ones who play with words, from William Shakespeare to someone like me, like us, with words that ignite love's passion and verses that challenge injustice. To the thousands of poets out there, from love, loss, and defiance, regardless of our priorities, we write. We write and we'll write. In our never-ending ink, we sew gowns and suits of poetry to be etched in tapestries. The white flags fluttering like butterflies. Poetry will never die. It will go down in history.
Yeah, thank you very much, Payne. I am not disappointed. Going down memory lane simply, is intended to let us or to remind us that over the years, Payne has been consistent in grooming, poets, spoken word poets, exceptionally brilliant spoken word poets throughout the length and breadth of Nigeria, in Calabar, in Kano, everywhere. Payne's tentacles are spread across the length and breadth of this country. Please, let's appreciate the president of poets in Nigeria, Mr. Prince Iriatariwabo, please. Like I said earlier, this year is a year of celebration. So we've got interesting lineup of events to mark Payne's 10th anniversary. Payne is 10. Ladies and gentlemen, did you just hear that? Poets in Nigeria is 10 years old. Yeah, like play. I remember when Mr. Prince Iriatariwabo called for a meeting at the National Stadium, and at that meeting, I still remember Mr. A.J. Dagatola, who was in attendance, and a couple of other prominent people who have remained stuck with Payne, helping to expand the frontiers of poets in Nigeria. And today, Mr. A.J. Dagatola is still here in our midst. Mr. A.J. Dagatola, if you are here, say, aha, aha. I'd like to see your hands up. Okay, yeah. He's gone about his business. Okay, just to a kind of an intermission. Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you very much, sir. The man reciting poetry like a deity. I got that line from, the video.
Dagatola, please, can you come up, say, let's do this presentation together to the chairman of Kora. This Poetry and Possibilities is an anniversary anthology that I just feel that the chairman should have in his library. Congratulations, sir.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. One thing that I've always enjoyed by associating with people like creative people in different areas is that they know how to ambush you. Well, this is a pleasant abduction, a great one. I was about leaving when Arietta told me that they wanted to whisper something to my ears. And when poets say they want to whisper something, it's a song. It's harmony, it's beauty. It's rhythm. Thank you. You have to borrow me more vocabulary. Because, I mean, the Catola doesn't run out of vocabulary. It's full of it. It's an embodiment of vocabulary. We are talking about pleasant ones, the ones that rhyme, the ones that come in even rhythm of songs, of beauty, of hibiscus, of flowers, of rivers, of mountains, of those beautiful birds that you see in the morning and the sky that you see when you wake up at sunset. So I thank you all because this one will enrich my life. I was enjoying the presentation on the screen. I did not know it was that rich. I missed it by a whisker. I was reminded, but I was still in London, and I thought I was coming to catch it. I missed it. But even the video tells a lot of story. So I hope that you can even keep that for us, so that we keep it too. Not only my library, in the Cora library. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Chief Kayode Aderinokun, a man of many facets. Yes, an embodiment of success in so many areas areas of life. Please, let's appreciate him one more time. One more time, please, 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 please. I know you're tired, but very soon, what we're going to be doing going forward is to ignite your passion. We're going to ignite your passion one more time, allow you to savor some beautiful performances, and then we'll be releasing you. You will agree with me that we already set a very beautiful tone for this gathering, to follow in that line of action, to toe the same line of excellence and captivating performances. We'll be calling some beautiful poets that Pain Poets in Nigeria has groomed in the past couple of years. So without any particular order, I'll just call on the very first person to come out here and set this place on fire, I mean metaphorically speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Jeremiah Praise. Jeremiah Praise. Praise, please. Jeremiah Praise. Okay.
Okay, hello. My name is Jeremiah Priest. And I am so glad to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity to stand here. It's so beautiful. Please, I beg you, I'm going to do this poem with you. It's a poem I wrote with the audience in mind. So, can we do this together? Okay, just help me. Can you say like hoo-ha? Okay, please a little louder, please. I beg you. Hoo-ha. Beautiful. So, in this poem, anywhere you hear at 3 a.m., anywhere at all you hear at 3 a.m., your response is, boy wakes up to reach the moon. Okay? At 3 a.m., boy wakes up to reach the moon. Okay? One more time, let's go. At 3 a.m., beautiful, thank you so much. One more time. At 3 a.m., good, let's get into the poem. So, at 3 a.m., but his country is gravity pulling him down to ground. It's why they say Nigerians are down to earth. Because the Nigerian dream needs you to start from dirt or sharpen your nails so you can build from scratch. And there is magic in the arts, but witchcraft. They say tech is the future, so boy tries to reach for a future in futures, trying to creep to the top, but the top is a cloud floating away into the distance. So boy must pray for rain, for anything really, even opportunities or updates. And he's trying to learn a skill and it keeps him up late. But at 3 a.m., trying to build a silver spoon, but everything is made of clay, even dreams, even him. So boy must make hay even while it rains and refuses to stop. Even when they tell him boy is doing just enough, he knows he cannot stop if he has to be more. If he must reach the world, boy must first reach into himself to find a map of himself to see his own star, make a wish for it or go to God for it, and never takes what he gets for it. And if they tell him there's more to this, because there's so much more than this, there's so much lives to this. So at 3 a.m., in the corner of his room, phone on 2%, nationwide blackout. Boy tries to lock in, but it's so dark he must lock out. Looks out of the window to see the night, dark sky. Mind on podcasts that say, just starts. All the teachers that told him the sky was his starting point, but there are no clouds drifting down to carry him. Just endless rain. Now boy is wet with tears and rain, but the actions today would shape the years. Now boy must look into the mirror to face his fears. Boy must look into the mirror and face himself, and all this time it's been boy. So die, boy, die. Become a man, boy, die. Look into the mirror for the man you would be. Let the boy go to sleep. Let the boy be asleep. Let the boy. So at 3 a.m., and I know you do too, your mind chock full of self-help. I'm sorry if it doesn't work. You might think it might be your sin or something to do with your free will. You are asking God for mercy, but you are looking at the right place and asking for the wrong things. It's like looking through a color wheel in search of a blueprint. It won't give except you give more to yourself, or look into yourself and ask more for yourself, to reach for yourself and tell yourself to be more, so that on the big stage, your eyes will not squint in front of the lights. And this is how to build a silver spoon. This is how to reach the moon. Thank you.
Wow, that was Jeremiah Praise. Is it Jeremiah Praise or Jeremiah Priest? Priest, okay, I have praise here, okay. My bad. Jeremiah of African poetry, African literature, oral literature, call and response. I'm going to call in the next person because we don't really have much time, but I know certainly that we're all enjoying this. Are we enjoying this session, please? Are we enjoying this session? Should we fire on? Okay, the next person here, the next poet, Ogechi, over to you. You've got the stage, Ogechi. I was going to say Odechi, but I mean, you're welcome.
Hello, good evening, everybody. How are we doing? Okay, so my name is Ogechi. I'm the poet that growls. I don't know, I growl, and I don't really use it to do anything. So whenever I come to perform, I just do it before I start my performance.
Good evening, how are we doing? I hope you're fine. Yeah.
Yes, it is, darling.
Again, really? Nothing. It's just me being me. Thank you.
So yeah, let's get on to it. I'm going to perform one piece, and I'm going to read the second one. Pardon me. Isn't it ironic that they call me stupid because I refuse to believe that my success is tied to the fragile bones of a man? They call me overly righteous because I renounce transacting my body like a commodity for the frequency of currency. Use your body to get what you want. That's the word on the street. They say I'm not street because I'm strict. Can you believe the audacity? Audacity from the very lips that whispered in my nursery, grow little flower, grow not to be plucked but guarded. They tell me everyone has a price. Sooner or later, I too will bend, even the stone loses form when the hammer is persistent. But I have stood in the auction house, not to bid, no. The ache of standing still while strangers carve value into my skin, each voice naming the price they believe was my worth, yet even the highest bidder couldn't cause my back to arc unless I will it. So let the hammer strike. Let the numbers soar. I am not for sale. This petal is priceless. Thank you. Okay, so this second piece is for China. We all know the story, so I just wrote this for her. Let me tell you what it's like to be me, to be us, to be her. To be a girl is to be a deer in a jungle, watched, chased, devoured by the eyes of lust from every beast. When they stare on me, their sight sharpens and deepens. They lick their tongue as saliva falls like acid rain, exposing their fangs ever ready to tear into my dear skin. They all want a pound of my flesh. Sometimes they crave for my distress, but this time my life in exchange for pleasure. They feast upon my body like hungry wolf having their last supper on a table that holds no banquet. For my existence had become an invitation to danger. Sanctuary was a wish I could only dream of. For this jungle is unjust. Justice is but a woven myth. Justice turned their blind eyes when they tore me apart. Justice shut her ears to my scream. Justice saw me bleed. Justice watched me die. 365 days round the sun 7 times, yet justice wear blindness like a crown, her lips sealed in silence. But I dreamed that someday justice will lift that crown, open her dry lips, and hum a hymn of compassion. And maybe, just maybe, my wounded soul would find lullaby in her song.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was Ogechi, the growling poet. Growling poet. Ogechi is great. Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate her one more time. One more time, yeah. Thank you so much. Moving on, we'll be calling on the next person. This person, caught my attention last year, and I'm happy he's still here. I'm trying to sight him in the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Super Jacob. I don't know if he's still here. Super, are you still here? Please, we've got the stage, Super. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. I beg now. Good evening, everybody. So can you just, for 5 seconds, celebrate men? Celebrate men, please. Right. It's hard to be in a space and they're actively celebrating men. It's hard. And so I try as much as I can in my poems to do just that. There are gods in these cities. We know them. By how well they've mastered the art of ascension. If their broken soul still is one with space, backdrop for stars we see them, bulletproof vests, lightning rods. Moses denied a chance at Canaan for being human, we call them. Father, brother, collateral damage in your gender wars, we hear them. Bones ululating under the world's weight. You will not crush me. You will not crush me, still we ignore them. So this is in honor of boys who became men long before they could memorize numbers enough to count their pubic hairs. Thick skin not thick enough to repel prejudice, they wear masculinity like armor instead. Laced in their father's shoes, to walk a path they never chose. Bruised shoulder blades since the age of 2 from carrying unanswered prayers. And expectations too in honor of boys who know loss like the smell of their mothers too. Keep your head up, soldier. Do not give this world a chance to drown you. Call you Superman when all it sees is another out-of-place Kryptonian. Another magician who isn't worth being magic himself. Breathe, soldier. Breathe. Make oxygen marks of the scrap metals life throw at you. Fall 7 times, rise above the 8. You do not exist as an apparition. Do not regurgitate your father's mistakes. Good evening once again. Now, for my second piece, I lost my father in 2021, and that opened up a whole different chapter in my consciousness, and it helped me realize a lot of things, like how we may never get to recognize what it means to be a father when we have not been one, right? So this poem is called Papaphobia, and it's basically a story of how, after my father's death, I discovered that I was afraid of having kids. I've moved past that, obviously, but yeah. Thesis of a boy who learns his father's age on the front page of an obituary. 1. On the day he dies, you will hear the air around you wrap itself into a prayer bead. As if nature pauses to give thanks for the life he lived, you will wonder why these strangers mourn an imposter. This man pretends to be your father who ghosted long before his body abandoned earth too. Someday you will see the full moon in your sister's eyes and recognize why mama stare at them a little too much. This is how she finds her way through the dark. Someday you will hear the call in her laughter to let go of your adolescent anger and maybe forgive your father. Because maybe all this while daddy was only trying to teach you a lesson about roots, trying to help you see how you belong to an ancestry of athletes, men who run from responsibility for a living, and he just wasn't ready to watch an ancient tradition die in his hands. 3. You will not care about roots, but how every complimentary Jacob, you carry your papa leg sounds like a prophecy waiting to happen. The absence in your chest turns into a fire alarm each time you think of having kids of your own, but you're a poet. And no one cares how you feel outside your own flesh, so play deaf. Yes, I am a poet. And all that matters is cutting my father into metaphors before Georges to prove a point. So this one time, I imagined having my first daughter. I imagined holding this pretty, little, vulnerable work of art in these hands as careful as God holds the world. I imagine hearing her cry for the first time, and now it sounded like Aretha Franklin in her prime. This was the most soulful music I've ever heard. I imagined looking into her eyes. But instead of blacks and whites, what I saw was tradition staring back at me with a smile that reminded me of the battles I chose to run from. Right there, I realized being vulnerable has nothing to do with size. I called her light, because she was the creator's tool for shaping the formlessness and filling the void that ruled my deep. His way of helping me see the shadows and grays I'd kept in the dark braille. For the parts of me, I turned a blind eye to. The first time she smiled at me, I was caught in between emotions, fulfillment and fear. Fulfilled from the fact that although it took 9 months and a collaboration like the ultimate creator, I made woman in my own image and my likeness, and I saw that it was good. I saw that it was good. I saw that it was good. Fear. Because where I come from, good things never last. Soon I'll have to protect her. Not just from the terror that walketh by day, nor the pestilence that finds expression in darkness, but from my own self. And the possibility that I might let this work of art down while trying to raise her the right way. That I might break her and gift a broken heart to the same scavengers I once protected her from. One day, she will learn the words of her fatherland enough to call me Father. And right there, instead of running like I'd always done, I'll look so deep into the reflection of me in her eyes and pray I would pray for courage enough to be something I never had for myself. On the 7th day of March 2021, when my father rested, I saw in between my mother's tears a summary of his legacy written in bold text, and this is what it said. Dear son, he never gave you the chance to be a son. This is not the man I want you to become.
This young man comes with, something, there's an aura around him, aura of confidence, aura of calmness, aura of self-assurance, and Shupa Jacob always does it. Please, let's appreciate him one more time. Shupa Jacobs. Let's have a little, let's digress a bit, right? I'd like to call on someone who does something off the beat, but not something totally strange. And yes, I'm talking about music. We've got to be excited because this young man here did something incredibly wonderful yesterday, and he's going to replicate that same form here, right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to welcome Lorele. Please, make una clap for him.
Hello everyone, my name is Lorele. My sound is Fuji on Afrobeat, so that's what I do. I'm going to be doing an original song titled My Sadia. It's a love song for two girls. So at the end of the performance, I'm going to tell the girl I go pick. Am I good? Thank you. Hey baby, oh. Body Satiramoni, don't by me, Mr. Boy.
Sleepless beats.
Nice idea, hey baby, body yeah. My idea, it be my desire. Never forget it was your idea. Mama egbe for me to obo bresia. Never take lights, we go switch to solar. No retreat, baby, no surrender. For this matter, ain't no soldier. MFM, enemies catch fire. Better for once, for the champora. Marriage CARTAN, then I met Alima. 6 months later, I see two Sadia. Osaleke woman little fair. Got me sober, baby, reconsider. Oh, 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 yeah, baby, oh, yeah, femi, oh, yeah, temi, hey, Mr. Boy. Irekere Alima, Mura Piti Taya. 3 semesters, Susie project cover. Hey, John boy, me finally ma. Cover me fully with your umbrella. Crazy Alima, snatch as Sadia. Forex Alima, BTC loan for water. Killing me softly like the asthma. One day, Yokozuma. Then Alima came across idea. Sick balaba, sick essentials don't cast it. Last, in my matter don't cast. Now only me go bullet touch all breakfast. Oh, oh, yeah, baby, oh, yeah, femi, yeah, femi, hey. Mr. Boy. Lullaby me hey. Body Satiramoni. Muritonda. Saleko ghetto. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lorele. Sounds familiar. Lorele. Oh, it's something like that, right? Yeah, nice one. Yesterday, I think the music, his sound actually came out yesterday. And I actually wished we had something similar, the same sound quality here tonight. You would have felt his vibes better. But, I mean, notwithstanding, he did very well. Powerful lyrics, emotional song, wonderful performance. Please, let's appreciate him one more time. We have interesting lineup of poets and other people who want to come out here and dazzle us with their talent. Let me not talk much because I have a lengthy list here. I would like to call on Blossom Unwabweze. Is she ready? Blossom, it's your turn.
Let's go.
This is a fucking mad thing. One more.
Freestyle.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's keep it on. Yeah. Okay, I thought I was going to perform, but he just disrupted my flow. I'm going to call on the next performer here, and it's no any other than, yeah, I can feel that tension. There is tension in the air. They don't know who I'm going to call next. But I'm going to call Fabian, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Still in the spirit of Poets in Nigeria at 10, I'm going to be doing this, dedicated to the mind behind the huge Poets in Nigeria initiative. They are poets. There are poets named who paint the page or light the stage, the storytellers telling big truths, the ones who give epic to poets and give epic some parts, and smiles to couplets, who color our nights and scream into their nights for dreams to soar. Among these, let me call your name, the merchant of poetry, my grandfather, my father, and the mentor and the word of punchlines, father of poets in Nigeria, Sir Eriata Oribabo. Thank you. This is one huge decade of launching dreams. We celebrate you. Yes, here is to countless poets, here and there. This is our wins. So raise your pens, let's cheer. To 10 years of page lines, to 10 years of stage verses, pulling surprises with puns. May your voices echo evermore. Keep punching, keep rhyming, keep the stage lit and the pages lined up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fabian. Fabian is, I'm trying to remember her position in Poets in Nigeria, but she's been there right from the beginning, from Genesis till now. I'm not going to be waiting for anybody because we have two performances to this evening to wrap up this segment of Pain at 10 in collaboration with the Lagos Book and Art Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on Chinelo Nwora. to take over the stage. Chinelo, please, let's appreciate her. Chinelo is one of us here, and she does poetry really, really well.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, so the title of my poem is Woman. Please, people should shift so that my dad will see me very well. I am a woman. They told me to live in halves, one for the street, one for the compound, one for the kitchen, one for the church. I learned to fold myself like clean clothes, to toss the edges of my angers into sleep, to press my questions flat with the iron of, now woman you be now. I am a woman. On market mornings, I carry 10 bags and dozen prayers, with my mouth bargaining for the price of pepper, for cheaper Gary, for a note that says, bring the money, but not the last price be this. I have learned to live through the smokes of bad news and pounded yam. And when they said I was too loud, I learned to say, now so my voice be. And when they whispered that I was too much, I learned to keep the loudest part of me for the kitchen pot. I am a woman. They blame me for what I bettered and what I did not. They counted my days by the names I bore and the silence I kept. In the beer parlor, in the church, in the mosques, I hear the same sermon again and again. Be softer, be smaller, be a success story for someone else. I did, but I didn't fit in. I was too spilling, too wild, too warm, too honest. I am a woman. They call me sinner, saint, trouble, treasure, sometimes all before noon. They told me to be modest like the church hymn and sweet like the weekend stew. They told me to be both container and content, both altar and offering. I did, but I wasn't fitting in. I am both the first light and the small light. Not small enough to be a footnote, not vanishing enough to be forgiven. I am a woman. There are days I tie wrapper on my waist like flag and still kept walking through the traffics of life. There are nights I'm a mother who sings sleeping songs to sleeping children, dreaming aloud of schools and small miracles. There are morning I'm a lover who demands to be seen, who insists that love is not a tax to be paid with silence. There are days I carry water in my hands and they are grief, but yet I still kept walking to the bus stop. But out of the abundance of the mouths of the earth, I'm called a daughter, a sister, an auntie, a mother. But each of these is the mark of belonging and boundary. I am a woman. Remember, I have known the jubilation of a market day sale and the emptiness of a quiet room. I have realized that survival is not shameful. It is an art taught on the knees of mothers who pray all night but still carry burdens by day. I have learned from mothers who reap the joy of motherhood at old age. I have learned from young girls who traded their future for the hope of being wanted. I am a woman. I have saints who teach me to bow, lovers who teach me to rise, friends who hand me the microphone. So let me proclaim the right to both sorrow and celebration. Let me declare a belonging that predicts expectation. Do not give me the heroism of someone else's salvation. Let me be the author of my own praise. I am a woman. Before you ask me what I am, remember what I already am. A storm, a story, a mountain set on a hill that cannot be hidden. So own me without owning me. Honor me without remaking me. And love me without expecting an apology for my existence. I am a woman. And if you hear me well, you will hear me say it again and again, not as a defense, not as a plea, but as the truth. I am a woman. Thank you.
Yeah, so nice one, nice one, nice one. I hope I don't sprain my neck here. I don't know what happened. Who is here? Okay. Thank you very much, Chinelo. Chinelo Nwora, please, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Wasn't that amazing? Yeah, it was. Last but not the least, I'd like to call on I don't know if Gabriel is still here in the house. Gabriel, are you still in the house? Ladies and gentlemen, Gabriel Oshunlala. Oshunlala. Oshunlalo. Oh, Oshunlalo. Yeah, Gabriel, over to you.
We've not yet breathed since they asked us to breathe. We are not stuck between time and space, surviving on the last oxygen we raise, the same race of our fathers to survive. Tell the kneeling boy to be on his feet, cause it makes no difference, no matter how much you fast and pray for the love of God to make a change. But you see, these lungs of change can only breathe when unity becomes its oxygen. And this unity is not the one of love and peace. No, the street don't teach that. It's the unity of hunger and pain, suffering and smiling, cost of living. This is what can better our unity, give it a reason to finally be at war with this system, invading our own system, because that's the beast in our existence. For us to breathe, we need to join hands with one another, me and you, on the streets to make these lungs pump again and make the system work again. Thank you. So I have just one piece for, very short, for October 2020, a tragedy. Yeah. Criticize me if you like, but I can never like what you like. They say go down on your knees and pray that this country will be better. Now this prayer our forefathers they pray, still the pressure is getting worse. Cost of living higher than tight water.
Thank you very much. Please let's appreciate it one more time. I know what it takes to come out here to perform a poem. It takes a whole lot of guts. I mean, you've got to be extraordinary, to do it. I think we've come to the end, but to cap it up, I'll be calling on the former coordinator, PIN Connect Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agoiwoye, I think. Make welcome Halimat Yusuf to give us the vote of thanks on behalf of PIN, Poets in Nigeria.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for today. I'm Alima, by the way. I was the lead Connect representative for Poets in Nigeria, Agoiwoye Connect Center. And, when we started Poets in Nigeria in Agoiwoye, it was just people who liked to write poetry, people who liked to just express themselves. And then after experiencing Poets in Nigeria, when we went to Ibadan for the first time, and we saw the beauty of what, poetry has become, we decided to also take that back home and start something for ourselves. And this would have not been possible without the help of people who hold PIN down, people who saw the dream and decided to make something out of it, right? Sarata Oribabo. What did you say? If you want peace, no, let's not be doing that today. So yeah, the likes of Kolade Freedom, the likes of Mishola Phoebe, and the likes of Funke Awodia, the likes of Clementina, and so many other people that have been the standing reps of Poets in Nigeria and have made this possible. So from all of us at Poets in Nigeria, we want to say a big thank you to every single person that made our time to come out today, for celebrating 10 years with us, for growing with Poets in Nigeria, for doing so many amazing things that, makes Poets in Nigeria proud of the product that he has made. And to all of us out here right now, to all of us who have been, to all of us who will be, and to all of us who will continue to become, we say thank you very much for being a part of this. We hope to see you guys in, many other poetry events that we celebrate. And we hope that you continue to you continue to write, you continue to keep your ink writing. Yeah, thank you so much, and see you next year.
Yeah, and with that, we have come to the end of PIN at LABAF 2025, Poets in Nigeria in collaboration with Lagos Book and Art Festival. And don't forget that tomorrow, the Lagos Book and Art Festival continues from now till Sunday, we'll be having the grand finale at the food court, Freedom Park, Lagos Island. So we'll be seeing you. We're looking forward to seeing you here to enjoy memorable moments, performances in music, in poetry, in all sort of literary genres. So from me, it's good night. Thank you very much.